Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Choice of the Stories You Play. Crown in the Flame, Book 3, Chapter 4, The Trapped Dragon. Now playing as Dom. In the days and weeks after being taken by hacks, time and reality become disjoined. Ooh. Take me back to the... Ooh. Yes, my pet. You wake up, covered in sweat, lying on a table in Hex's flying laboratory. An elderly lady is at your side, tending to a gash between your ribs. She slaps your arm. Would you relax? Patching you up already. Hot enough without you squirming every which way. Not to mention dealing with little Miss Puppeteer over there. She jerks her head at Hex, who is perched wide-eyed over a collection of maps. Just a little headwind. We unleash his power. Then they will tremble. In case you don't remember, which you never do, the name's Madeline. Dom. No kidding, kid. You've probably told me that a dozen times. Well, let's hear 'em. Hear what? I swear. Your questions. Quickly now. It won't be long before she takes control of you again. Who are you? What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? That's my kind of question. So far, this has been the pattern. First she makes you turn into a dragon, do who knows what. Second, you come back here. I patch you up, and usually you can barely remember your name. And third? There's been no third step, but that's the one I'm afraid of most. Let's move on, shall we? I want to know, how did I get hurt? What's Master X's master plan? How did I get hurt? Whatever she's making you do, it sure as snow isn't attending any masquerade balls. Speaking of, I'd appreciate if you'd take care of yourself a little more. That'd make my job a lot easier. Anyway, you've got more questions, I'm sure. Tell me, how can you work for someone like her? Has she made me kill anyone? I wish I could say one way or another, kid. Hex storms over to the two of you. Is he ready? Is he ever? He needs more rest. If I gave him as much rest as you wanted, he'd never leave the ship. Hex looms over you. Come, my pet. I am not your... I love that room. I love that room. You do as I tell you. Stop resisting. Burn everything. You wake up again. Madeline tending to a nasty cut on your leg. In case you don't remember, which you never do, Madeline. I remember. Well, hey, what do you know? Somebody's smartening up. Better get to it. Get to what? Maybe not that smart. Questions, kid. Hit me with them. Try not to repeat the same questions you already asked Madeline. Who are you? I'm a technocrat. Genius over there scooped a bunch of us up when she bombed the foundry. Madeline nods to a closed door behind you. She keeps my compatriots locked up in there. Only reason I'm out here is because I know my way around a body. Take that any way you like. Let's move on, shall we? How did I get hurt? What's Hax's master plan? I haven't the foggiest. But some of the things she whispers would turn that pretty golden hair as white as a winter's wolf. Anyway, you've got more questions, I'm sure. How can you work for someone like her? I've always been too smart to be brave. And I figure I can do a lot more good than alive than dead. In a nearby captain's quarters, you hear the sounds of footsteps. She's coming. Help me, please. I have to stop her somehow. What do you think I've been trying to do? Make friends? You're a doctor, aren't you? Get this thing out of me. You touch the back of your neck, feeling the fist-sized metal lump protruding from the skin there. Sorry, kid. I can't begin to guess how that contraption all tangled up in your nerves and whatnot. I likely kill or paralyze you trying to take it out, and I haven't given up on you yet. Now, I may not know precisely how she's controlling you, but I know how the mind works. Also, know you're starting to come around, so I won't have to repeat myself, will I? No, you definitely won't. I'm here. Good. Then listen up. She's going to try and break you down, get you to give in to her despair, but you can't let her. If you let her mind retreat from the real world, then you'll end up an empty puppet that'll dance any way Hex likes. Only advice I can give is to find the good in whatever situation you end up in. Good luck, kid. Hex marches into the lab. We're here. We're where? Why does this look oddly familiar? Oh god, it's Aurelia. Oh shit. The airship drifts ominously around the edge of the mountain, revealing the hidden city of Aurelia. Hex! Whatever you're planning on doing, you don't have to do it. Leave me out of it. You don't have to do it. The people of Aurelia are innocent. They're despicable, content to feast on the fat of their unearned wealth while the world rots around them. I'm merely showing them the error of their ways. Then I'll show them the better path. They've done nothing wrong. Hex points an accusatory finger at the palace. That eyesore is proof enough of just how wrong they are. At the table of reason, there's no place for extravagance. Hex nods to Anton, who lumbers over and yanks you to your feet. If he tries anything, hurt him. Don't try anything. Yeah, I got the message. Anton roughly pushes you out onto the airship's deck. Hex steps out and calls to the alarmed Aurelian guards. I have a message for you and those you protect. Your city is a travesty of wasted abundance. Surrender your wealth to me, or face ultimate destruction. You dare speak of destroying us? Land your flying ship now, trespasser, and we'll be lenient with your punishment. Very well. Dom? What do you want me to do? Pick a hell and rot there. Pick a hell and rot there. Save that rage for later. As for now, transform, my pet. I am not your... Before you can finish speaking, you feel a tingle from the device at the back of your neck, and flames explode all around you. The flames curl around you as you start to grow, your body bursting into massive scales, muscles, and claws. Dragon! Oh, God, save us! Fools! There are no gods to hear your prayers. There is only me. Now burn it, my pet. Burn it all. So your choice is wealth and all they have, or destroy it all? Okay, Joker. Against your will, you find yourself flying through the air towards Aurelia. Oh, no. Must resist. What? What just happened? You're standing in front of a huge cannon in a Stormhold courtyard. But Sai and I destroyed this already. Step back from the weapon. Wait, this is the moment when... Soldiers emerge from behind their hiding place near the cannon, surrounding you. See? He was trying to sabotage the weapon, just like I told you. Good. Very good. As the guards grab you, you feel a deep sadness weighing on you. This is the moment Tristan betrayed me. Whenever I can't believe he would do this, understand why he did it. This is what he thought he had to do to save himself. To save Rose. It was a wrong move, but it was done with good intentions. The courtyard disappears, snapping you back to reality. Huh? The city nears, and you can hear the screams of Rillians as they see you passing overhead. As you feel yourself about to breathe out a stream of fire, you manage to resist. Look out! You breathe out a small plume of fire that scorches the tops of the buildings, setting them ablaze, but nothing more. Without warning, you begin beating the air with your wings, flying at breakneck speed towards a golden spire, your claws poised to rip it apart. I don't want this! Suddenly, you're back on top of the Stormholt walls, watching hopelessly as Bartel marches out to spot on the grass where your wounded pet hawk lies, barely moving. Here, birdie. No, I can't face this again. Bartel steps down on your friend's body, and the snap of his bones echoes all around you. No! My best friend, I still miss you so much. You'll always be with me. I killed that bastard for you. You'll always be with me. With all your willpower, you turn your mind to another memory. A happier memory. Freedom, as I believe, because at the time we were a prisoner. Here, freedom. You whistle 2 short blasts, and a moment later, freedom settles in your window. Want some head scratches? Who's a good boy? Brrr. That's right. Now come here. You reach out and gently scratch Freedom's head. He leans into your fingers, trilling contentedly. This is how I'll always remember you. Back in reality, you reach the spire and swerve out of the way. Your tail hits it, toppling a few pieces, but leaving it otherwise intact. I'll take that! Against your will, your massive body turns, swooping over the Aurelian gardens. You feel a breath of fire forming in your lungs. Have to fight back! In front of you, Margaret is shakily writing out her name, proving her literacy to Bartel. No. Anything but this moment, please. Well, that's quite a shock. Perhaps we've found our traitor after all. He plunges his dagger into her back. Mother. It's my fault you died. I'm such a coward. Thank you for protecting me. I'm grateful, but you shouldn't have had to do that. I should have been more careful. I'll be better, Ma. I'll use my strength to protect the people I love. I know that's what you would have wanted. Stormholt vanishes, and you're back in the present, hovering over Aurelian Gardens, a breath of fire about to explode from your lungs. You resist, breathing the fire high into the air above you. The flames catch on the rooftops of several nearby buildings, but the legendary Aurelian Guardians are preserved. Whew. Worn down, exhausted, you turn and find yourself flying low towards a collection of small stone houses built in the mountainside. Please, no! What is this place? You follow the glowing staircase downward, mist swirling around your ankles. I love this imagery. I love it. You feel someone touch your shoulder. You whirl around, coming face to face with... Dom, thank goodness, Yaya. Rose? What's going on? Where are we? Sai emerges from a nearby door, moving to stand beside you. You know where we are. This is the spirit world. This isn't the spirit world. This is another prison created by Hex. I have to get out. You really want to leave? You want to abandon me? Again! Rose? He abandons all. He abandons his training. And now he's abandoning those he cares about. No, Rose and Sai's cold, gray hands twine around your arms and chest, stroking your throat. You feeling yourself sinking down, giving in, giving up. Get away from him. The gray apparitions recoil, hissing. Kenna holds out her hands. Kenna? You have to fight them, Dom. You have to resist. I'm trying. You don't have to do this alone. Let me help you. We can fight them together. Resist Hex's control by fighting him back against her demons. Doing so will ensure Aurelia's homes remain intact. Oh, come on! Really, Pixelberry? Ignore them and move on. This isn't real. I don't have to fight them. Stay with me, Dominic, for once! Tom? Rest now, Lolena. You did your best! I did my best. You flicker back to reality. The town just below you. A ball of fire expands in your lungs. Have to resist. Give in. Give up. Resist. At the last second, you're able to reduce the intensity of the fireball. It slams in the homes, but you see that many of the townsfolk are able to escape. Thank the gods! As you fly along, you take stock of all that you have done to resist. You were able to resist Max's mind control. I might not have prevented Ariel from being destroyed, but at least I saved as many as I could. The back of your neck tingles. The world seems to disappear for a moment. The rage and despair swallowing you up. You can feel your massive body colliding with something solid. You hear the screams of Aurelian guards. No! I have to fight it! You regain your sight as an unseen force guides you back to Hex's ship. As you fly, wind whips the smoldering palace into an inferno. Good job, Pixelberry! This led to the destruction! My gods. The world flickers, and you find yourself lying on the ground in a strange labyrinth, your head resting in Kenna's lap. Please, I have nothing left. No more will to fight. Shh, it's all right. Rest. Everything will be fine. Where did those things go? The shadows that look like Sai and Rose. Don't worry. I made sure they wouldn't bother us anymore. Wait. Oh no. All the color and warmth bleed away from Kenna's face, and her eyes begin to glow a deep, bloody red. Yes, Tom. Now I have you all to myself. Not you, Kenna. Please. I can't go on. Drained, your dragon form expires in a burst of sparks, and you crash down hard onto the deck of a Hex's airship. Ugh! Very good, my pet. Very good. Aurelia's resources will now become mine. The world goes dark. You wake up back in the lab. Madeline is applying a salve to your chest. Not bad, kid. I knew you had some self-control. Thanks, Madeline. I had sound advice. I just wish I could have done more. Don't beat yourself up. You fought back. And from how mad Hex is looking right now, I'm guessing you saved a good number of people. Where are we anyway? Just a few miles outside of Aurelia, or what's left of it. You shitted in our mud on that place. Not me. Her. Suddenly Hex storms into the room, grabbing Madeline by the collar. Hey! You told him something. I know it. You're the unwanted variable in my experiment. How else would he have resisted so effectively? What are you doing with her? What I should have done a long time ago, throwing her out of the damn airship. What? So I can get lost in the mountains and eaten up by wolves? Why don't you just kill me now? Because that would be too kind. Hexy yanks Madeline towards an exit hatch. You start to race after her, but catch yourself. I can't stop Hex. She's got too much control over me, but maybe I can help Madeline. Scanning around the lab, you spy a few supplies, food, water, and a map. I can show her the way to Stormhold. Diamonds, right? Diamond. We're gonna let an old woman die, Pixelberry, for diamonds. Let her go. Hex pop opens the hatch. No one betrays me. Outside the wind howls, the air bitingly cold. You know, I never did like you. The feeling's mutual. Hex kicks Madeline out the hatch. Ah! From your vantage point, you can see her fall onto a patch of snow. A moment later, she scrambles away. Good riddance. She was right to help me. I'm right. I'm on the side of reason. She's just a meddling old fool. You can't control me forever, Hex. Sooner or later, I'll figure out how to remove this device. Then, you'll pay for everything. Is that what you think? Anton, come here, pet. Anton stirs from the corner and marches before Hex. So, you're controlling him with that device. Yes, the device. The design's rather obsolete, don't you think? Perhaps it's time to... Hex reaches up and unlocks the device wrapped around Anton's skull. Oh, look, he's free! What are you going to do, Anton? Anton looks around, dazed. Anton, help me, we can escape! Anton turns to look at you, his eyes dull and empty. Slowly, he kneels on the floor at Hex's feet. No escape. But how? Hex smirks, resting a hand affectionately on Anton's hand. You see, once the will is properly broken, it's merely a matter of time until the forces of control are no longer necessary. Soon, you too will be mine. Completely. No. Chapter Progress! Screw you, Pixelberry, for diamond walling an old woman to her death. Despite being in a dazed state, you were able to maintain focus on Madeline, learning as much as possible from her. You succumbed to your demons in the spirit labyrinth. That's okay, you did your best. I got 2 fingers right now that are held up, Pixelberry. You want to know which ones? I'm triggered by that, seriously. Your efforts to resist Hex's mind control might seem unsuccessful, but your tenacity will have far-reaching consequences. You chose not to help Madeline. You'll never know if she made it through the mountains. I'm triggered by this. You really upset me, Pixelberry. You really do. Someone told me that I was not going to be in a good mood when I got through a couple of these books because Pixelberry. Yep. That's why one of the reasons I needed a few hours sleep, because I hadn't slept in a couple days. And I was like, you know, I got to enjoy these or I'm going to get really triggered. Oh, Pixelberry, you sadden me. Without further ado, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also look forward to love hacks and rules of engagement coming up. We've already done freshmen, and I'm guessing and assuming that Pixelberry will release Royal Romance Chapter 2 today. It looks like maybe they're giving like a 24 hours before doing that because of rules of engagement type material. Because it coincides with that. So that's my assumption. So we'll see. I'm going to have to really pay attention today. Because typically Thursdays are my off days. They're where I stockpile some videos or play some games or, you know, do the needed things around my life. And now it's like, hey, Pixelberry, thank you. You gave me another day. I don't have time for myself. Anyway, just kidding. Or am I? You'll never know. So I hope y'all did enjoy. Remember to stay awesome, stay well, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.